And that is what you click. Okay, awesome. We are good to go. All right, so first I want to congratulate you for taking time out of your busy schedule to understand a very important and research-based strategy, effective strategy when it comes to building your business that is going to help you grow your business. You could have been watching Netflix, working on other business ventures, and instead you're taking time to spend it with me. And please know that I do not take that lightly. Today, our time will be spent together discussing the strategy behind email marketing. After this webinar, you will leave understanding the basics to email marketing, what they are, why it's essential to have an email list, and you'll have an idea for the very first freebie that you are going to be offering so that you can begin to build your email list. And then we're also going to talk about ways in which you can market that freebie. All right. So you're probably wondering why having an email list is so important. Having an email list is a list that you own, a list that you have control over. You could have 30,000 followers on Facebook or Instagram, but you don't own those followers. The social media platform does. Some businesses may be doing a lot of business online and getting business through these followers, which is great, but think about it. What would happen if you are generating a ton of revenue through these followers and all of a sudden these platforms are non-existent? Uh-oh, that would be a big problem. And how would you reach out to these clients, these followers of yours, if you no longer have access to contact with them through social media? So this is why having an email list is so important. One of the reasons. Number two, you're not in charge of the material that your current followers see. And I'm sure that you are aware of that, those lovely algorithms. And we think that these algorithms are continuously changing, but hey guys, guess what? Those algorithms actually have not changed since 2016. So we've kind of established a way to run our business online that we can get around these algorithms, or at least play that algorithm game so that we are showing our content and that we can make sure that as many followers as we have is seeing that content. But we all know that those algorithms affect who sees what on social media. Do you put the hashtags in the caption or the comment today? And how many stories should I post so that people see my content? And P.S. guys, if you're not posting stories on Facebook and Instagram, you need to be doing that, because that is one of those elements in that algorithm that is going to show that you are engaging with your audience. And we'll talk about more of that later. But with an email list, you've earned a spot in their inbox and you control what they see. And you can bet 100% that that email that you send will go to their inbox unless it's bouncing, and you will also have that data to see that as well. With social media content, who knows who is actually seeing the content that you're posting? And just because that they're seeing it today doesn't mean that they'll be seeing it tomorrow. You feel me? Okay, so email list is crucial. This is a straight up fact. Unless you're Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, the number of email subscribers you have is more important than the number of followers you have when it comes to building a business. Fact. The thing is that no one sees the number of email subscribers that you have, but they do see how many followers you have. So this tends to lose its shiny factor when we're talking about the number of email subscribers that we have. Social media is so pretty and shiny, and it's like, hey everyone, look how many people think I'm super cool. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather have more numbers on that paycheck I'm cashing at the bank than on that Insta account. Just saying. Relationships equals coins, guys. You will hear this throughout the entire webinar that building relationships with your audience is crucial no matter what part of the business you're in, whether you are a service-based business or a product-based business. And with email marketing, you're able to cultivate a relationship, and it tends to be more personal and personalized. This person has given you a spot in their inbox and they're opening the doors to their home of email and they have said, come in. And we also are going to get into this later in some of the consecutive webinars, but take the advantage of having access to their inbox and show them who you are, what you value, and show them you care about them. This is so hard to do on social media because social media is more about me, me, me. Post picture of me, look at me, I'm doing this. A business needs to focus on the customer, the client, the audience in which you are serving because you want your audience, your client, your customer to be the hero and not you. And this is one thing that a lot of businesses fall short of is that they are portraying themselves as the hero. Look how great we are, look how awesome we are, look at all the stuff that we've been able to accomplish and problems we've been able to solve. Well, here's the thing. Everybody wants to be the hero, guys, and you want your client, your audience to be the hero. You are simply the guide. You are going to help them gain that hero status. Make your audience the hero. Email marketing is perfect for paving that path to awesomeness that you're going to take your client on. So let's get down to business, guys. Now that you know why an email list is essential, let's get into how you can get those lovely prices. Precious little emails. And like every person in America does, you have to give them something for them to give you something, and ain't nobody giving you their email address because they feel like giving it to you. Nope. You are going to have to give them something, and not only that, you have to give them something that is of value to them, not just a rinky-dinky sticker. You are going to have to knock on the door of their email house and flash a nice, shiny freebie in that peephole so that they open up that door. Hi, my name is Melanie, and I would love to give you this free da-da-da-da-da. Open the door and it's yours. You can't knock on their email door and expect them to open it up for a business card or something that they can simply Google on the internet and get without having to give their email address. You feel me? That's what we are going to establish today. What are you going to offer so that they open up that door and they keep it open so that they eventually invite you in, sit you down for some tea and crumpets, and you'll have a jolly good old time inside. So there are two categories that we're going to focus on today: product-based services and service businesses. And excuse me, product-based businesses and service-based businesses. An example of product-based businesses would be hair care products, lashes, skincare, jewelry, downloadable items, and so on. If you have a tangible item, let's talk in terms of even a downloadable or a shipped item. I am talking to you, product-based business. So let's talk about those freebies. Marketing your freebie. Serve, serve, serve. You know that person on your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed who's always trying to sell you their skincare line or their hair wash or their lashes or their soul? How does that make you feel? Do you feel served? Are they serving you at all? Does that make you want to purchase any of those products? If not, then do what they are not and don't do what they are doing. Over promote and you are going to turn business away. And not only that, you will quickly run out of things to say. That 80-20 rule. And those of you who are not super mathematically savvy, let me break it down for you. That 80-20 rule. You are going to be posting content 80% of the time. You are serving your audience. So if you have 10 posts in all, 8 of those are serve. And I know we want to use social media, and we should use it as a free platform to grow our business. However, you do not want to over promote yourself or turn business away because people are going to shut you out. So 80%, 8 out of those 10 posts will be serve, not really about you and your business. And we're going to talk more about that later. And 20%, 2 out of those 10 posts are going to be asking a call of action and asking for business. All right, so here's what you can do for a freebie. You can create content around what you sell and not just what you sell. And this goes for all aspects of posting content on social media. Create content around what you're selling and around your products, how you're using them, and focus on the message and not the products. So focus on building a brand with your message around your products. You can show your products in your client's home, how they're using your products, put the spotlight on your customer and how they're being used, and you want to focus on that. So show them how you can serve other people, how you can be that guide, and how your audience can be the hero. I'm going to check something just a second, guys. Okay. All right, so back to building your brand. Do you want to focus on building a brand around you on all platforms? Be consistent on what makes you unique and what you like and what your hobbies are. This way, if your products ever change, you have built up a brand around yourself. Your message will stay the same, and the only thing that will be changing will be the product. Your products won't be your brand, you will be your brand. We all know as entrepreneurs, we have 500 different businesses and products that we are selling and businesses that we are running at one time. If your products change, you will still be able to be successful in your business because your brand is you and not necessarily your products. So people are going to follow you in social media because they are interested in you if you build up a brand around you and not your products. Whenever you're building a freebie, you can showcase your products in a new way or marketing and posting on social media in general. So showcase your products in a new way. Let's talk about freebie because this is essentially building an email list. A freebie is step number one that you need whenever you are asking for people's email addresses. It is so important, you guys, that you get those email addresses. You are going to control the content that your client, your customer, your audience meaning you have not converted them into a client, and client meaning that they are buying products from you. So email lists are so important because whatever you're going to send to their inbox, you are controlling what they see. Whatever you post on social media, we all know you can have 1,000 people, Facebook, Instagram, on your social media, and you might think that everybody is seeing your content, but guys, unless you're Kim Kardashian, they are not. So whenever we're talking about a freebie, let's say that you are going to create a freebie, a PDF, a PowerPoint, right? And what you can do is you can showcase your products in a new way. So style your product in a new way, a different way that they can use them around the house or for different genders or ages. If you are selling hair care products, hair wash, and I say this because I love me a good hair care product. Maybe it's typically marketed to women. We'll show how men can also use that hair care product. And look, you have opened up another line of business coming from men in addition to women, or different ways that you can use it. Maybe you're offering all natural products. You can use it for children as well. So think about different ways you can present your product that other people may not know about. Think about how you can serve your audience with a specific pain point they may have, and then you can also create an educational article or resource that utilizes your product as a solution. It's the vessel that guides them towards pleasure and away from pain, if you will. So if you have a product that maybe it's a lotion, an all-natural lotion that is very hydrating, focus on what is the problem, what is the pain point, and how can my lotion, my all-natural lotion, help solve this problem. What you can also do is create content that's controversial and meaningful, and then this will come across as being less salesy. If you create inspirational content around your products, that is going to attract a lot more people than just saying, hey guys, I'm selling this hair care product or this skincare line, and Okay, so we are back on. Sorry, guys. I do not know what is going on here. So, what you can do is consider tutorials and videos on what you sell. So, I'm sure you've heard this in the good old marketing world, but video is key when it comes to marketing. Video is more engaging, and for that reason, it enables for your material to be seen more frequently and by more followers. All right, sorry guys. I am going to have to find another platform to use for these webinars. I do not know why it keeps cutting out, but bye-bye YouTube. I do not think YouTube and I get along. Okay, anyway, we're talking about video. So enables your material to be seen more frequently and by more followers because of the engagement factor. We are going to get into more detail on how you can utilize the video efficiently in the consecutive webinars, and you guys, they're super awesome and I cannot wait to share it with you. But for this purpose, creating a tutorial and even a live one at that is a great way to showcase your products, and it will cause people to be more engaged and feel less salesy on you. So think a day in the life of kind of tutorial and how you use your products. Freebie ideas. This is the part everybody loves. You can have a few different freebies. You can have more than one freebie. You can have a seasonal discount. You can have an educational freebie, educational content. Whenever we were talking about focusing on a client's pain point, how can that solve a problem? You can have a roundup to show and support other businesses. Another thing that you can do is a quiz. You can use Typeform, which if you ever want any information on how to create a quiz, just shoot me an email. It's hello@gbsoc.com, and or send us a message on Facebook or Instagram and I can put a webinar together for you as well. So a quiz can help your customers know what products are best for them. So here's the thing. What you can do, another way, is to survey your audience. So let's say, and I'm just going to go back to my favorite industry ever, and I'm not a hairstylist, I am just big on beautiful hair. Let's say you're a hairstylist and your audience is women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. You can survey your audience with a quiz, and to take that quiz, they have to give their email. Number one, you've obtained their email. Number two, the quiz title could be the top 5 products that, or what kind of hair type do you have? Just set up some questions and have them answer. And not only are you going to collect data from that quiz, if a lot of your audience has dry hair, another freebie that you can offer is the top 5 products to use for dry hair, because you have already surveyed your audience. Getting to know your audience is key. And I'm pretty sure that your clients and your audience will want to download that freebie, the top 5 products for dry hair, because that is relatable for them. So one of my favorite freebies for product-based businesses and a favorite amongst large brands is a simple strategy that takes almost no effort at all. Have you ever browsed, let's say, Kinder Scott or Old Navy, and as soon as you arrive to their site or even the Femme website, a pop-up window says, enjoy 15% off your first order. And your thoughts are, well, heck yes, I'll take a nice discount. They're giving you value in exchange for your good old email address. So we always want to give value. So think of serve, serve, serve. How can I give value? Not only is a pop-up with a coupon a great strategy for growing an email list, you're also getting their email so that you can market to them in the future. It's going to give them a coupon that is going to make them more inclined to follow through with that purchase. Here's an example. So this is the Kendra Scott website. This is what a pop-up box looks like. And in this one, Kendra Scott's offering a discount of 15% off your first purchase. All you have to do is give them your email and your zip code and select your birthday month. This is probably the most effective freebie opt-in tactic out there that yields the best results and is the easiest to offer because you don't have to create anything at all. The webinar that we have coming up on creating landing pages, I'm also going to show you how to create a pop-up. And guys, it's free. So stay tuned. Here's another one. All freebies are not created equal, and you can see the one that is requesting an email, and there's another one that is requesting you text a number, which essentially means you're going to give them your phone number. Whoa. That's pretty much the most valuable piece of info you have. So you know that whatever they're offering better be equivalent to their firstborn child. Just kidding. In this case, it's 50% off everything in the store. Well, that's good enough. So I would probably give them my phone number, and then they are going to have my phone number in return to get that 50% off everything in the store coupon. The other opt-in is a form, and it's from West Elm. It's offering 15% off. It's asking for your email only. Would you give your phone number for a 15% off coupon? Probably not, but you'd probably give it to them for a 50% off coupon. So the more valuable your freebie is, the more value you can request from your audience. If you're stuck on if your freebie equates to what you're requesting, think about if you were your ideal client. If you would give your email address or your phone number for what you're offering, and you can even ask a friend who would be your ideal client for feedback. Let's go ahead and talk about service-based businesses. Now that we've covered our product-based businesses, let's move on to our service-based ladies here. So these businesses that offer a service such as a hairstylist, a personal trainer, a photographer, a realtor, and so on. So I was using that previous example as a hairstylist, but that's if you are selling products. I know a lot of hairstylists also sell hair care products as well. In this case, I am talking about selling your services. We touched on this a little whenever we talked about product-based businesses, and you may see a lot of similarities in the two because no matter what type of business you have, they both focus on serving your clients and building relationships in the brand of you. So as a service-based business, your primary focus will be to teach and serve your audience when you're marketing your freebie, and in general on all platforms in every capacity. Donald Miller, he's the author of Building a Brand Story, and I've talked about this in previous videos. He talks about your brand being a story, and we talked about this earlier. You're not the hero. A lot of businesses tend to portray themselves as the hero. You are the guide, and your customer or your client is the hero, so please remember that. Everybody wants to be the hero. You are going to be the guide who makes that possible of them obtaining the hero status for them. And if you teach them along this path of becoming the hero and you serve them and serve them well, whenever they get to the end of that path and they're ready for your service, you're going to be the one at the top of their mind waiting to serve them. And they're more inclined to select you for that service than anyone else because you've given them value and you've taken them on this path of becoming the hero. So the key word here, and the one I want tattooed in your brain, is serve. Serve, serve, serve. You are providing a service, so you need to serve them and add value to their lives. Serve. As a service provider, it is so important that you focus on building a relationship with your clients. In a society where we live through a screen and tend to build relationships through that screen, that also goes for building relationships through the screen. So share content that is geared towards your ideal client and share the deeper, more personal version of you through that. Share your own struggles and your pain points. Teach your ideal client how you used your services to overcome adversity. And above all, be yourself and share the authentic you. People, especially women, will appreciate your openness and your vulnerability that you're sharing, and this will make your audience connect with you on a deeper level. So remember, focus on relationship building if you are providing a service, even more so than if you are providing products. This is a part of your brand. Your relationship building, you going deeper with your audience is a part of your brand. So whenever I mentioned focus on how your services over enabled you to overcome adversity, quick example, whenever I was a teacher, I was super unhappy and super depressed, and I felt as if there was something more for me out there, and I made the decision, along with a lot of great support from my family and friends, to just quit. And I became a realtor. Well, what happened, guys, and this is just crazy, but I shared my journey and my story online, and I believe that this connected, especially with women, on a deeper level. I posted about how becoming a realtor had enabled me to become that mom and that wife that I always knew I could be. And I had been searching, and I felt like there was a void in me because I was so unhappy in that career. And so being a realtor just enabled me to overcome the adversity of being depressed and feeling as if I was just not living up to my potential as a person. And I shared a lot of that story. I lost a lot of weight. I was walking around with a huge smile on my face. A lot of my close friends could definitely tell that I was just a lot happier. And I shared that story through social media. And it really inspired a lot of people, especially women, because they could relate. So I was telling people that I was a realtor, right? And like putting my business around my story, how when I became a realtor, so that I'm always top of mind, but also sharing that inspiring content, connecting with people on a deeper level, and making myself more vulnerable. All right, so whenever you engage with your audience, I'm not talking about just a like, guys. Like, really engage with your audience. It is so important. That is how you are going to build those relationships and how those people are going to connect with you. Make sure that you're responding to comments, that someone has taken the time out of their lives to post on your photo or on your post, and you're acknowledging that they are taking that time out of their day to do that, and you are thanking them for that. Our time is the most limited resource that we have in our lives, guys. And for someone to take the time to engage with you, no matter how or where, should not be taken lightly. I get it though. A lot of us are busy moms. We're running 2 or 3 businesses, and our time is limited. Try at the bare minimum, to at least like or heart the comment that they've made, to acknowledge them and show them that you appreciate them. By doing this, you're going to be able to see what content is getting the most traction and what your audience is most interested in. So if you're getting a whole lot of comments and a whole lot of likes on a post where you are sharing your personal life or posts about your family, you're going to be able to see that that is what your audience likes. So post more of that and plug in your services around those kinds of posts. Like I was talking earlier, just with the service-based businesses as well, you can also survey your audience and engage with them that way. Ask them what they're needing in terms of your service. Like we talked about, what products a hairstylist would recommend, surveying your audience to see what kind of hair that they have, or maybe what is your biggest hair care or your biggest hair problem. Ask your audience. You're engaging with them. You're letting them know, hey, I see you, I care about you, tell me more about you, and then come up with a freebie that is going to help them with that pain point. You're solving a problem. You could do what's your favorite fall hairstyle, so many other little things that you can do. And then bam, you have an article that you can create and add an item of value. Got dry hair? These are the top 5 products that will be the spinning wheel that turns your pile of straw into strands of gold, or something like that. Your audience is going to be more inclined to sign up for that freebie because it pertains to them, and you're also going to be able to get their email address and you can market from them, and so on and so on. You want to know your audience so that you know how to serve them, okay? This is huge, and by doing this, You have to show up on social media, guys, and you have to engage with them. It's just part of our world. Are you starting to see how this is a cycle and how everything seems to be connected? Engaging with social media. You're also surveying them, then you're giving them value, and then you're getting their email address, and then you can market to them, and then they become a client, and then you give them coupons, and then they come back, and then they give you referrals. So this is how it works, but you have to do it correctly. By doing this, you are going to be able to lead them down the path to signing up for your email list. Then you can market to them, and then they will become a lifetime client, and then they're going to start sending you referrals. Create a welcome sequence. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what in the heck is that? Don't freak out. I'm also going to be walking you through this on another webinar. This is just email list building 101. We're touching all of the parts that you need to build a solid email list. I'm going to give you templates that you can literally plug in the text and call it a day, but this is the part of the strategy of email marketing that comes after somebody signs up for the freebie. So after you create your opt-in form, the form that someone will fill out in exchange for your freebie, your email provider, and I will also walk you through this as well, will automatically send them an email with that freebie. So very similar to the email that you received whenever you signed up for this webinar, except you will have the item of value for them. And then the next day, your welcome series is triggered. Hold on one second, guys. I don't think there's anybody even watching, but hold on. Okay, so my cat is like meowing outside the door. This is super professional, right? At least you know this is live. All right, so they're going to sign up for your item of value, and then the next day your welcome series is triggered. Do not fret, friends. Like I said, I have templates for you that you're literally just going to plug in information that pertains to you, and I will send them to you. You can customize them. I already have them, and I am going to help you get that ball rolling without any tears. Promise. But a welcome sequence is a set of 3 emails, okay? And it's sent out to someone who has opted in to get what you are offering. The first email is usually sent out the very next day that they received your freebie, and it's going to introduce who you are. And sometimes you're going to throw in a little goodie as a thank you. The second email is going to be sent out the second day. And after that, is going to be sent out the second day after that first one. And this is an email about your story. Mine is titled My Messy Story. That is my second email part of my welcome sequence. The third email is going to be sent out on the very next day after that. And then this is an email giving them info on where they can find you. So, hey sis, this is the very last time I'm going to email you until I start sending out my weekly emails. This is where you can find me in the meantime if you want to hook up within those before that time. So you are going to show them where they can find you, whether it be Facebook or podcasts, or maybe you have a YouTube channel, your Instagram, etc. So this is also the email, like I was saying, where you're going to let them know that you won't be emailing them every day anymore. You'll just send them value on your weekly newsletters so that they don't think that they are going to get email after email after email, because first email, they fill out that form saying, hey, heck yes, I want that freebie. And then ding, immediately they get it in their inbox. Then the next day you send them an email that says, hey sis, you're probably wondering who in the world is emailing you. I'm Melanie Byrne. I was a very successful realtor. La da 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 da. I now make 6 figures within the first 2 years of my business, and my passion is now helping other female entrepreneurs to obtain that awesome status so that they can do the same, right? That's the first email of your email sequence. Then the next day you get another one with, hey sis, this is my messy story. This is where you're going to build a relationship with them, right? Like you're going to go deeper. This is the purpose of email marketing. You are going to open up to them and tell them your messy story. Really connect with them, saying, hey, I've fallen and I've failed. And guess what? I failed again. But this is what has happened and this is where I am now. So hang in there. I got you. Right? And then the next day, the very last email, that third email of the welcome sequence is going to be, hey, I promise this is the last email that I'm going to send you until I start sending my weekly emails. But this is where you can find me if you would like to connect anytime before them. And please let them know that you promise not to spam them. Nobody wants spam, okay? Just don't do it. It's so important though that you have the sequence set up that goes out right after your freebie. The sequence is going to give your audience a better idea and they're going to know who you are on a more personal level. And P.S., they're more inclined to open up those emails if it's sent out directly following that freebie. They're over here saying, hey, I'm interested in what you have. Dig deeper with your people, build that relationship, and what is that S word? Serve, serve, serve in each email. So you're going to position yourself as the expert, okay? And this is another freebie opportunity that you can do as well as just a marketing in general. As a service provider who will not only be serving your clients, you will also be teaching them. You want to position yourself as the expert. I'm just going to go back to that other example because we've been talking about it and I want you to see how this relates to everything. Like I can literally take one component, give you an example, and show you how it relates across the board when it comes to email marketing. Let's say hair care products. Here's the top 5 hair care products that you are going to transform your straw-like hair into gold. You're educating them, right? Like you're the expert. You are positioning yourself as the expert saying, I know all the products and these 5 are the bomb if you have dry hair. You can create these freebies that are offering solutions to potential problems your audience has or new information that they didn't even know, and so on. You want to give your audience information that will educate them in an engaging way that not only makes you creditable, but it will build trust and it's going to show how much passion that you also have for your business and what you do. You want your audience to think, wow, if she's giving all of this content for free, I wonder what her service would look like if she's being paid. And in terms of a freebie, this could be an article where your audience is giving you their information for a downloadable form of material. All right, so here's some examples of what you can put out there. So let's say you're a photographer. You could make a downloadable item, how to prepare for your newborn session, or how to prepare for your family session, how to choose the right location, the number one mistake people make when choosing a photographer. If you are a wedding planner, you could create content like the top vendors I work with in Austin, Texas, or whatever your city is. The 10 wedding planning tips that will save you thousands. You can give them a checklist, a document that walks brides through the entire process. You're being the guide, right? And then where you are appearing as the expert. So the goal is, how are you going to separate yourself, your services from the competition? You can also put in testimonials from clients. Everybody loves to see a good testimonial. If you're an interior designer, tips to consider when hiring an interior designer, a roundup of your favorite furniture stores, how to ramp up your favorite room on a budget, or the top 5 design tips that could save you a lot of money. A calligrapher, free lettering templates, a tutorial, how to. If you're a personal trainer, you could give them the top 5 foods that you think are healthy for you but are probably killing your diet or might be killing your diet. A realtor, first time home buyer guide, or the top 5 things you can do to your home that will get you the most money. All right, so let's talk about freebies. If you are a service-based business, you could offer a free trial of your services so that you can really show them what you can do for them for free, and then they'd be more inclined to hire you. This is especially good if you don't have a whole lot of testimonials or a whole lot of feedback on your products, or you're even new. This is a great opportunity to offer your services and show them what you got. And then they can leave a review for you, a testimonial for you. This is a great way to get a review as well. And then you can convert them as a client. You can educate them, like we were talking about, make articles, educate them, show up as the expert, and offer the solutions to their pain points. Discounts. You can also do discounts on service-based product or service-based businesses as well. If you are I'm just going to say it again, a hairstylist, you could offer 15% off your very first session. If you're an airbrush artist, you could offer buy one, get one free. Have a pop-up on your website, get their information, and then send them a coupon. You could also do a product roundup with other businesses as well, or a members-only access to specific offerings. So sign up for our VIP list, and you will have access to coupons and first-to-know info that nobody else will have access to. So just to kind of go over those main points of our webinar, product-based businesses, guys, don't just talk about your work. Don't over promote yourself. You are going to turn off your audience and you're going to quickly run out of things to say. 2, create inspirational articles or an article that shows your product as a solution. And I've said that a lot because, guys, it is a very effective way to serve your audience and then get an email address in return. So what are their pain points? How do you get their pain points? Survey your audience. That's also engaging with them, and then offer a solution for them. Do not hide behind your products, guys. Show up. Show up on social media and give your audience a reason to visit you online, and then incentivize them to want your freebie or your discount. So whenever I mentioned earlier about social media, it doesn't matter if you have 30,000 followers. Okay, guys, it does matter that you have 30,000 followers. My point is, if social media went away and you were relying on those 30,000 followers in that social media platform to be the communication between you and your audience or you and your client, that is not good. What we want to use social media for is the way, the vessel, the avenue that we get them to give us the email address, okay? Incentivize them, show up, engage with them on social media, and then give them value, and then you will get their email address. But you want to get the email address. The objective of social media is to get their contact info so that you can engage them through something that you own, and you will own the email address or email list. That's what you'll own. Service-based businesses. Teach and serve your audience. 80-20 rule. Lead them down the path that chooses you whenever they get to the end. Number 2, show up. You're the face of your brand, showing up on social media that will then direct them to an opt-in and then get them on your email list. Same as product-based businesses. Build that know, like, trust with your audience so that they become a client or a customer. And number 3, engage with your audience, guys. Survey and know what they want and go beyond the services that you offer to do so. So I want you to really think about it. Whether you're a product-based business or a service-based business, what freebie will you offer? So think about a freebie that you are going to offer. If you are having a hard time thinking about exactly what you can offer, if you're going to do a downloadable article, you can survey your audience. Go survey them. Ask them, what type of hair do you have? What is your biggest issue when it comes to your hair? What is your biggest issue when it comes to your skin? If you sell clothes, even if you're a product-based business, what is the hardest occasion to find a good outfit for? Or what is your budget for an entire outfit? I mean, the options are unlimited. If you don't have an idea of what your audience can really connect with, ask them. You're going to engage with them. You're going to show up for them. You are going to tell them, hey, I see you. I care about you. Get what they need, see what they need, and give it to them. So now it's your time to create your freebie, guys, okay? And don't worry, ladies, I've got you covered. I've actually put together a template that I use for some of my freebies that has images, and everything that I'm going to give you is free to use, okay? What I'm going to want you to do is you can go to, if you are listening, you can go to www.gbsoc.com/FT1. If you're listening, go ahead and go get you that freebie. If not, what I'm going to do is I am going to email you a recap of this webinar. Probably going to cut out a couple parts in it of me telling my cat to stop meowing at the door. But I'm going to email you the link so that you can get that template. And guys, it is awesome. Like literally, it's like Canva, except it is just a freebie template. So on Canva, there tends to be so many different options, like what kind of font could I use, what kind of template. There's like thousands of templates, and it's just freaking overwhelming. So I am going to send you this freebie template where you just pull in, there's thousands of different stock images. You see this image right here on the webinar. That is a stock image. That is on there. You see all of these other images, this one, this one, this one. All of these images, guys, those are all stock images. I have put all of these amazing, beautiful stock images in the bank of images that you're able to use for that freebie. So I'm going to send it to you. Just pull in the images that you want to use, the images that are pertinent to your industry and your freebie. I've also created super simple text boxes. There's an example. If you want to just fill in the blank, go for it. Copy what I put, just put in the information that is specific to your freebie, and you're good to go. And then download it as a PDF, and no tears. That's the freebie. So there's also a video that is showing you how you can customize your freebie as well. If you just have a simple, like the social media templates that we offer, you can actually customize those on your phone. It's so ridiculously easy. Or what you can do is you can have access to our resource vault, guys, and that's at gbsoc.com. There is a surplus of templates that you can use, that you can easily edit all of the images, fonts, colors, and voila, you're done. However, those are categorized by a welcome sequence. There's a template of those 3 emails that you need for that welcome sequence. It is done for you in there. All you need to do is pull in the images and put in your information. You need another freebie template. You don't like the one that I send you, there's 2 others that you can choose from. Just pull in those images, plug in your info, super, super easy. I'm also going to put this webinar in there, as well as a lot of other different freebie options that you can use. If you need business cards, Facebook cover, if you need an email signature, guys, if you are a business owner and you do not have an email signature at the bottom of your emails, you need one. You need to come across as the expert. Remember, have a professional looking email signature at the bottom of your email. Don't know how to make one? Need some ideas? Our resource vault has 10 different ideas. It's enough for you to choose one that you like, but a small enough amount where it's not overwhelming and it's going to take you a lot more time just to pick one. There is so much information in our resource vault, guys. If you don't have a website for your business, we make one for you. There are 5 different options that you can choose. Pick one, put in your name, your email address, your headshot, your phone number, and we create that website for you, and we also host it for you for free. If this is something that you feel that you need and you need the support, if you are needing social media templates and you don't have the time to go and look through all of the templates on Canva or another platform, and you just need something simple to get out there and post, our resource vault is something that can definitely help you out. If you don't know how to run a Facebook ad, if you are struggling with verifying your business Facebook page, if you are needing hashtags to use, to copy and paste and post and use, the resource vault may be for you. We are going to open up the doors of our resource vault soon. Make sure that you are on our email list for that in order to get on our VIP list, and it will only be offered to our VIP list at a really low price of $19 a month, y'all. $19 a month for all of that. Dinner for two costs more than $19, okay, at a fast food place. $19 a month, and you're going to have access to all of this